Have you ever found yourself in a beautiful, hallowed place? Ensure if you are honoring local traditions with your attire, especially when it comes to head coverings. When visiting sacred sites, head coverings should generally be removed only after you have fully exited the dedicated sacred space or complex. The precise moment often depends on the specific site, the religious tradition, and whether you are inside the main place of worship versus an outer courtyard or associated building. The why behind these customs is deeply rooted in respect and spiritual significance. Many traditions requiring head covering as a sign of modesty, humility, or devotion while in the presence of the divine. Conversely, in other faiths, uncovering the head may symbolize humility, vulnerability, or respect before a higher power. It is about acknowledging the sanctity of the place and the beliefs of those who worship there, which often extends beyond the immediate building to the entire consecrated grounds. To navigate this respectfully, always look for signage and observe what locals are doing. If you are unsure, it is always best to keep your head covered until you are clearly outside the religious precinct. If you are inside a sacred building and no one else, including local visitors, is wearing a head covering, you might discreetly remove yours. However, the safest and most broadly respectful approach is to remove it only once you have physically left the sacred area altogether, stepping back into a general public space. An insider detail to remember is that sacredness often has boundaries. Think of a temple or mosque not just as a building, but as a defined spiritual zone. Passing through a gateway or an archway might be considered crossing a threshold into sacred ground. Removing your head covering only after crossing back out of such a designated area ensures you respect the tradition for the entire duration of your visit to that consecrated space. By understanding these subtle cues and intentions, you can confidently navigate sacred sites. This thoughtfulness not only prevents unintentional offense, but also deepens your travel experience, allowing for a more meaningful connection with the culture and its spiritual practices.